Nintendo's entire 2026 game lineup got leaked, and the Mario Galaxy movie's cast of characters is starting to look like a Smash Bros. Roster. All of this and more on this week's episode of Switch Center. Welcome back to Switch Center, your weekly center for everything Nintendo Switch. I'm Quinn.
I'm Burge. Let's get started. First topic, an acclaimed leaker alleges that he knows a majority of Nintendo's plans for the fiscal year of 2026. Can these rumors be trusted? Let's find out. So, Quinn, we went on a little bit of a hiatus, and it turns out this is the biggest week in Nintendo news, probably for the entire year, so it's rough that this is the week that we chose, but it'll be fun to go over what actually happened. I don't know if you've heard anything that's been going on these past few weeks.
You shared a little bit with me, but I've been mostly in the dark. You dropped a name of who this leaker was, and I didn't even know him, so you're going to be the pro for this.
Yeah, Nate the Hate. He is essentially, if there's that old school joke, my dad or my uncle works at Nintendo. This guy's dad actually does work at Nintendo or something like that, because for the past year or two, everything that this guy has leaked has come true. He has an insane track record. It's pretty much believed that if Nate the Hate says it, it's probably going to happen. And he announced a bunch of new games. So this is kind of the closest thing we're getting to a Nintendo Direct this month. I hope you're ready for it.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
So the first thing Nate the Hate brought up is the fact that we're not getting a new Nintendo Direct until June of 2026. I don't know if that's surprising to you. If you were expecting a March Direct like a lot of people.
I've never really followed the exact dates and never really anticipated it. So I know it's surprising for a lot of people, but if they're having to adjust their releases, if they're slowing down releases due to development time like Pokemon, makes sense.
Yeah. I'd say releases aren't even slowing down. Just for some reason, they're doing individual directs instead of a main one. You have the Tomodachi Life Direct, you have the Mario Movie Direct, you have the Indie Direct, Partner Showcase. There was a tennis one, I think. But yeah, because of all these, I was not expecting a Nintendo Direct until summer, so that tracks with me. What's really exciting is the games that he started to say that they would announce in that Direct. You want to start big?
Yes.
All right. Well, Ocarina of Time remake is slated for winter of 2026, evidently. I know I had put my conspiratorial hat on and said, oh, they're coming out with Ocarina of Time because they just released that Lego set and the new Zelda movie. The set leaks look very Ocarina of Time inspired. But I had no basis to form that opinion on. But now that Nate the Hate backs that up, and other gaming outlets have
You knew.
been...
You knew.
I did! I had that sixth sense. Other gaming outlets have been corroborating what they heard. So Nate the Hate leaked it, and these other gaming outlets have been saying, yes, we've been hearing rumors about this stuff as well. So, wow, I don't know. As someone who's only really played Breath of the Wild, are you going to pick this one up? Are you excited? Is there hype behind it? What do you want to see from something like this?
This is an all-time classic. Played the game as a kid, never beat it all the way. I'm historically a horrible single-player gamer, but I am very much looking forward to this game, especially if they modernize some things, which I'm sure they will, as we saw with the 3DS remake. It does bring the question, how much of a remake is this going to be? Is it going to be a complete remaster? Is this going to be a Final Fantasy VII situation? But at the same time, I feel like the game holds up very well. There's certain things about maybe the combat and the shielding, but at the same time, that's kind of the identity of the game itself. Yeah. I'm excited to see what they change and don't change. I don't think they're going to mess it up. I think this is going to be a 100% must buy for any Switch 2 owner, because I assume they're going to be putting out this game with the max graphical capacity they have. This is going to be a system seller, and I look forward to playing it on the Switch too. How about you?
Oh my god, this is a top 5 game of all time for me. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Ocarina of Time, all definitely in my top 10. I don't know how much of a remake it's going to be. Like you said, Final Fantasy VII, that game is completely different than the original. Although it has a lot of love for the original, the game mechanics and even story are completely rewritten. I don't think you can do that with Ocarina of Time because it's such a
Because you
lot of
don't need
people.
to.
You don't need to. But I have seen a lot of people say, "Oh, what if they make Ocarina of Time like Breath of the Wild?" I'm like, okay, at that point, let's just completely refilm The Godfather. You know, it's like when you have something that's such a prolific piece of art, it's hard imagining changing it in such a fundamental way. But I think they're going to hit the right balance of new mechanics, or rather refined mechanics. At the very least, they're going to make the owl talk faster in this version, I'm sure. Well, one thing that we're actually going to be seeing before the June Direct is the brand new Star Fox game. This one is crazy.
Ooh.
Star Fox has been a dead franchise for the longest time. Star Fox Zero did not review that well, but all of a sudden, we're getting leaks that Star Fox is going to have a new game coming out pretty soon. Out of nowhere, like 3 days before the movie released, we saw Star Fox is going to be a main character in the Mario Galaxy movie, voiced by the Capybara Man himself, Glenn Powell. It's this. Star Fox fans are eaten all of a sudden. I don't know. Are you one of them? Are you a Star Fox fan?
I am not a Star Fox fan, but Star Fox is a huge part of Nintendo history. If they have Glenn Powell voice Star Fox for the entirety of the game, I'm sure that will sell a lot of units. Can you imagine how funny that
I
would
mean,
be? I mean,
Chris
that's
Pratt
it's a
isn't the
real
main voice actor
possibility.
of Mario since Charles Martinet retired.
That's true. That's true.
Focus, Sam.
I'm just saying there does need to be an X factor for a Star Fox game to sell.
Yeah.
Shigeru Miyamoto always said we're not going to release another game unless we have a fun new gimmick to go with it, just like he always said for F-Zero. That gimmick was the gamepad for Star Fox Zero, and it's also the reason that it didn't sell well or look great. I'm hoping that they just re-release a classic. Everyone just says, oh yeah, Star Fox 64 is all you need. Let's hope this isn't Adventures, and if it is, let's hope that it's fun. How about you?
I have some good news for you. Part of Nate the Hate's leak is that he announced that it is in the vein of the classic Star Fox games. It's very N64 Star Fox inspired, so fans of the franchise should be eaten well. I know it's been a while since they've gotten a good game. A lot to look
They are
forward to there.
starved.
They are starved. I enjoyed Adventures for like the 30 minutes I played of it when I was like 8 years old, but you know what? This one's
McDonald's.
probably going to be my first Star Fox game, I will say. I'm interested.
Nice.
A new Switch Sports, evidently. Either a new Switch Sports or something Switch Sports related. Maybe Switch Sports Resort would be really awesome. I would love something like that.
I want this. I'm buying this. I know you've been talking about your other games. I know you love your Zelda, but I love my Switch Sports. I know people didn't really like Switch Sports, but I loved Switch Sports. It's just the infinite collectible game where you get to play it over and over, infinite replayability. This is my type of thing. I'm glad that they're taking another shot on it. Who knows if they'll change it up a bit. Maybe they'll let you use your Miis that you make in Tomodachi Life, give you some more customization. That'd be a great selling point. But regardless, I don't care. I get to play Switch Sports again, and that's fantastic. I don't know what they'll add. Maybe, you're right, wakeboarding, another flight simulator around Woohoo Island or something similar. But I'm completely here for it. I don't know if it's going to sell crazy, but whatever Nintendo is selling, make it +1. I'm here.
Yeah, if they're going to be as serious about the online as they were last time they did Switch Sports, I seriously doubt that they're going to have the Tomodachi Life Mii editor,
Wait, that's a good point.
where you can draw whatever you want on their faces. People go a little
Oh, that's
crazy
dangerous. Good point.
So, you said you're not sure if it's going to be sell well. It sold 13 million copies, the original Switch Sports. So that's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, poor Metroid.
We'll save that for when we invite our friend of the show, Chozo Archives, on to cry about Metroid Prime 4 sales.
I didn't
That
realize it sold that well. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, totally. So, with that in mind, I think it's probably more likely we're getting a Switch 2 edition of the original Switch sports. Maybe they're going to add a few more sports, a few more modes. I know you're in the minority. Where
Mouse controls.
Mouse controls, that would be a fun one. What game would have mouse controls? Off the top of your head, what do you think?
What we could do is we could do a game where it's like you're rolling around in wheelchairs and throwing basketballs.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if that's something that Nintendo's done
Editor,
before.
mute this guy. Drag X Drive. Oh goodness. No, but I think this game was made for Quinn, the original, because they emphasized online play so much. And Quinn is the most sweaty competitive gamer for very family focused
Niche party games.
Niche party games. So while we're all very happy for Quinn that he got that, I think what a Switch 2 edition is really needing is something for either the single player or the couch co-op experience. And so if they deliver there, I think they have another hit on their hands. Something else that Quinn would be very excited for is the prospect of a Pikmin 4 Switch 2 edition.
Can I talk?
Yeah, you can talk.
go
It's
off?
all you. Balls in your court.
Pikmin 4 was built perfectly. Okay, so Pikmin 3 Deluxe was made and they had their two-player story mode. It was beautiful, it was fantastic, and it made the switching captains perfect. It's what Pikmin 2 wishes it could be. Now with Pikmin 4, they built the game with Ochi and with the captain to be perfect to play two-player for the entire story mode, and they just didn't let you do it. I can only imagine it's because the Switch could not handle the heat, probably quite literally. So I'm really looking forward to them. If they can just add that in a Switch 2 mode, it would be great. This is one of the few games that when you have your Switch 2 undocked, you can't boost its performance on normal Switch 1 games. I think it's because they've got something cooking, not only for Pikmin 4, but maybe something for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I love two-player story modes, so I want it so bad, and I'm very much looking forward to it. That's all I want. Yes, wife who plays games, and two-player story mode goes fantastic. Luigi's Mansion 3, beautiful. Pikmin 3 Deluxe, amazing. If I can have that with Pikmin 4, that would just be icing on the top of the cake, which you always hope there's icing on the cake. So I hope that they bring this for the Nintendo Switch 2 version.
Pick flavored icing on top of the cake. Am I right? Pick carrot.
You are so right.
I got that ball knowledge. What can I say? Some sadder news. A game that's not coming out this year is 3D Mario.
That's okay.
So, yeah, I'm okay with it.
I hate to be so sad about it.
Yeah, I'm eating so good. I have such a big backlog. DK Bonanza, it was made by the same team, and it kind of filled a similar niche in my heart. Even though it can't replace Mario games entirely, I feel like I can wait because Nate the Hate did say that it's coming out 2027, which is still sooner than I was expecting. So 2027.
100%.
I can wait for that. If the game is polished, if the game is great, I'm just excited to see what the new gimmick is. Then that is the majority of the leaks that he said. I listened to the entire podcast. Those seemed like some notable ones I wanted to bring up with you. Overall, do we even need the June Direct? Like, if all of this is to be believed, this is a lot.
Well, look, I wasn't completely honest. I do know about Nate the Hate. I've seen some of his history, and I do know that, with this relationship that he has with Nintendo, there's got to be some sort of rapport there. I do know that there's probably going to be an additional thing announced on the June Direct that, of course, he didn't want to leak here. I'm very much looking forward to the sequel to Super Smash Bros. Coming out on the Switch 2. Thank you, Nate the Hate, for not spoiling it ahead of time. It's going to be fantastic. Everyone put Smash in the chat when we're watching that Direct. It definitely won't make everyone mad. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book releases this month, and in a surprise announcement from Nintendo, the physical release will be $10 more expensive than the digital. Is this move good for customers, or is it just another way for Nintendo to get the most money they can out of their fans? So, we've been having issues with cartridge releases, a lot of controversy there, especially with Pokopia. It seems like Nintendo's doing something about it, but in your opinion, do you think it's good or bad that we're having some price disparities on cartridge versus digital games?
I think it's hard to say because I am not a physical game collector. I know
Same.
there's a huge community of people who love physical media and want to have that backlog in case the world does blow up tomorrow. They want to be able to bring all their games to a bunker and not have to worry about it. And while I understand that mentality, for me it's just way more convenient to have all of my games on my Switch ready to go. The ones I want downloaded on a massive SD card so I can just boot up whatever I want. And so the prospect of my games being $10 cheaper, it does put a smile on my face.
I agree. It's tough because you can see this isn't the best for physical collectors. You're always going to have someone who's mad when something costs more elsewhere because these physical collectors, there's no substitute. They still have to pay the premium for the games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's nice for us, but it does kind of feel like Nintendo just trying to find a way to get a PR win.
Even then, it doesn't feel like a PR win. It feels like a strategic business move, in my opinion, because when they're releasing a physical
Fair.
game, they have to pay the people making the cartridges. They have to pay the retail store that it's being sold at, whether that be Amazon if you're buying it online, Target if you're buying it physical, GameStop if any of those are still open. But yeah, meanwhile, if you buy it on their digital eShop, they're getting like 100% of the profits. So still, even though they're lowering the price on digital releases, they're getting more money out of you than they are the physical release. And so trying to incentivize people to buy digital, buy from them directly, it makes sense. And with chip shortages and all of, we're a Nintendo news channel. We're not a real news channel. So I can't comprehend.
Things are happening.
Things are happening. The politics we don't want to get into on this silly show. But prices of everything are up, especially electronics and chips. And so being able to cut out the middleman, just sell them online, not even worry about chip manufacturing, cartridge manufacturing, it makes sense. I can't see any major downsides to this decision. And the big thing that people were worried about was, oh great, now the $70 games are going to be $80 to buy physical. But Nintendo at least assured that it's going to be, the digital is going to be $10 cheaper, not the physical being $10 more expensive.
Yeah,
but that depends.
At least with...
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. At least with the little Yoshi game. Maybe they release the Ocarina of Time remake, and on the digital front, sure, it's a $70 game, but to get that cartridge, $80. Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably not likely. I'm hoping not likely, but I agree.
They did set the precedent of $80 games with Mario Kart World, so they said maybe they're going, hey, at least we're not increasing it to $90, but I really hope that this means that digital is going to be $60 and physical is going to be $70. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed this new format. We're kind of entering the season 2 of Switch Center. Let us know how you like it. Any comments, any sort of inputs,
We read them
love
all.
to hear it. We'd love to hear it.
Leave a like, subscribe. We're enjoying making this content. We're hoping to make it really worth your time. So if there's anything else we can do different, just holler. Let us know.
Just hit
we
hit
love to
the
hear from you.
bell. God, just do it.
Ding,
Come
ding.
on, man.